The metaverse has recently become a popular issue of discussion, with both Facebook and Microsoft claiming ownership. But first, what is the metaverse? In his 1992 science fiction novel, Snow Crash, author Neil Stephenson is credited with coining the term metaverse, in which he imagined lifelike avatars meeting in realistic 3D buildings and other virtual reality scenarios. Since then, a number of advancements have served as stepping stones toward the creation of a true metaverse, an online virtual world that combines augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D holographic avatars, video, and other forms of communication. As the metaverse grows, it will provide you with a hyper-real alternative universe in which to coexist. In today's video, you will watch as the feud between CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, and Gemini founders the Winklevoss twins are battling again. This time the stakes may be even higher. Battling for the metaverse, today on True Crypto. Before we begin, we ask you to like, share, and subscribe to get the latest and trending news on crypto, NFTs, mining, and more. So give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm to stay updated. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss closed on their first round of funding, a $400 million investment that values their New York parent company, Gemini Trust Company, LLC, at $7.1 billion. A tortoise versus hare scenario between the twins and Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg appears to be shifting speed. This could possibly be the final showdown between the twins and Zuckerberg, but also between the idea of walled gardens, where companies like Facebook own and profit from user data, and a free, open-source future. To build a virtual, holographic, augmented reality version of the internet that anyone can build on, and monetize, blockchain startups raised over $4 billion last month, while Facebook, Epic Games, and other big tech giants prepare a counterattack to ensure that the billions of people already creating value for their firms share. Right now, in terms of technology, there are two parallel paths, says Cameron Winklevoss. It's good for there to be a centralized path, like Facebook or Fortnite. But decentralized metaverses offer more freedom, independence, and opportunity than centralized ones, and they use technology that preserves people's rights and dignity, Cameron adds. The brothers have fought Zuckerberg before. The 2008 Olympic rowers became famous in 2010 when Columbia Pictures produced The Social Network, a David Fincher film about how they hired classmate Mark Zuckerberg to establish a social network for college students. After a protracted legal struggle over who started Facebook, the brothers settled in 2011 for a meager $65 million in Facebook stock and cash. They paid $11 million in 2013 to buy 1% of all bitcoins. They distinguished themselves by attracting accredited and institutional investors looking to follow the letter of the law. 7 years later, Gemini's yearly sales have climbed 600% since last year, and the company expects to be profitable by the end of the year. Cameron expects the 600-person firm with London and Singapore headquarters to hit 1,000 next year. Here is where history repeats itself. In 2019, Zuckerberg started Libra, his own attempt to capitalize on Bitcoin's underlying blockchain technology. Participants in the Libra cryptocurrency project included MasterCard and PayPal. The Libra cryptocurrency is backed by a basket of national currencies, including the US dollar and the British pound. After the announcement, the group disbanded due to concern from US lawmakers regarding a program led by a corporation that controversially sold user behavior data. Tyler and Cameron paved the way months before Zuckerberg launched Libra. The brothers bought Nifty Gateway, a marketplace for the then unknown assets that now comprise the building blocks of the metaverse by helping value accumulate to otherwise readily replicated digital things, in November 2019. Since the acquisition, the industry has grown from less than $2 million in volume per month to $3.7 billion in September and $1.8 billion just in November, according to nonfungible.com. Nifty is similar to Gemini, which tried to build crypto investing services for compliant investors, by thoroughly screening NFT developers allowed on the site. Despite the promise of trillions in institutional adoption, less discerning exchanges with fewer licenses are now gaining. CoinGecko ranks Gemini's 11th largest exchange globally, whereas FTX just received $900 million at an estimated valuation of $18 billion. Similar to Sotheby's, Nifty isn't on many lists of the largest NFT exchanges since the majority of its $420 million in total volume is done off-chain, making third-party aggregation unfeasible. Aside from Winklevoss Capital's personal investments in the metaverse, the newly created Gemini Frontier Funds portfolio includes enterprises relevant to the expanding field, with an additional $35 million set aside for potential investments. They've already invested in Singapore-based NFT business Alethea AI and Florida-based Recur, Prague-based metaverse startup Somnium Space, and Hong Kong-based Animoca Brands' $2.2 billion Sandbox, Sand. From October 27 to November 18, Sand rose 413% to $3.94. A virtual land piece, comparable to a web page but in 3 dimensions, was also purchased as part of the Sandbox agreement. Instead of establishing brick-and-mortar bank branches in MeetSpace, Tyler says, "We're going to build a Gemini experience in different metaverses, where you can go into Gemini and trade, but it'll be immersive instead of on your phone," Tyler says. To operate, most metaverses will require small quantities of money, similar to the gas used to run other decentralized services. While new revenue streams will undoubtedly emerge, the demand for these tokens will drive up their value, transferring wealth from shareholders to users. These networks' money grows at a fixed pace, but users' assets, like new digital shoes, a fiery sword, or their avatar, can be monitored and issued as non-fungible tokens on public, transparent blockchains. Early blockchain competitors include Decentraland and the Sandbox on Ethereum, Upland on the EOS blockchain, and Victoria VR, which will start on Ethereum soon and pivot to their own blockchain. If this all sounds a bit science fiction, keep in mind that in addition to the recent billions raised, established MMOG industry heavyweights are also migrating to the metaverse. Perhaps most significantly, North Carolina-based Epic Games has previously proven a similar business model selling in-game goods and weaponry using V-Bucks digital currency. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney announced a $1 billion fundraising round in April. The MMOG business is predicted to hit $55.7 billion by 2027. And, not to be outdone, Zuckerberg in 2021 renamed Facebook Meta. While details are limited, Zuckerberg appears to be retracing Libra's steps, which, while offering open source code for everyone to build on, only a few corporations are allowed to actively monetize the economic system. A firm will not establish the metaverse, Zuckerberg stated in an open letter. They'll build it by creating new digital experiences and things that are interoperable and enable a big creative economy. Microsoft, $2.5 trillion, and Nvidia, $731 billion, rapidly followed suit. Earlier this year, the Winklevoss brothers made their first direct investment into a social network, and it appears that's just the beginning. In September, Winklevoss Capital invested $200 million in the Dezo, decentralized social, blockchain, alongside Reddit founder Alexis Ohanian, venture capital company Andreessen Horowitz, and roughly 44,000 additional potential users. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, and most other prominent social networks have an insurmountable lead in a sector where reach directly correlates to value. The shared infrastructure allows anyone to develop their own social network, which Dezo seeks to tackle. There are already 150 blockchain applications under development, including 8 social networks and a metaverse. The issues with existing networks and social places are easily seen, but there are few solutions, Tyler explains. Our belief is that crypto delivers that, so we'll keep investing or building through Gemini Frontier. Who do you think is going to win this battle for the metaverse? Are you ready for a decentralized social media platform where creators benefit more than the platform? Let us know in the comments. We read and answer all of our comments. If you made it this far, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe for more crypto news.